Here's a little secret. The real test of whether a man truly loves you isn't during the date or when he says those three little words. Nope. The truth actually comes out after you've been intimate. That's right. Once the lights are dim, the clothes are on the floor, and the adrenaline wears off. What he does next will tell you everything you need to know about his feelings. Let's get real for a second. Any guy can turn on the charm before or during intimacy. Compliments? Easy. Passion? Sure. But love? Real love? That shows up afterwards, in the quiet moments when there's no performance, no chase, and no ego boost. See, men are actually the most vulnerable in this moment. And while some guys will immediately roll over, grab their phone, and check the latest football scores, others will show small, subtle signs that scream, "I'm not just here for your body, I'm here for you." We'll break down 12 of those signs. Each one comes backed by psychology, science, and yes, a sprinkle of good old common sense. Sign 1, he holds you close. The very first thing to notice is whether he instinctively pulls you closer after. Psychologists call this postcoital affection, and studies show that men who are emotionally invested in their partner spend significantly more time cuddling and touching after intimacy. If he loves you, this isn't just cute behavior, it's biology. His body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which makes him want to hold you tighter, almost as if he's saying, "You're mine, I don't want to let go." On the flip side, if he bolts out of bed faster than an Olympic sprinter at the sound of the gun, well, let's just say you're dealing with a sprinter, not a lover. Sign 2, he looks into your eyes. This one is deeper than it sounds. Eye contact after intimacy is one of the most vulnerable things a man can do. Why? Because eye contact is a form of emotional nakedness. It's him saying, "I'm not hiding. I want you to see me." He truly loves you. He won't avoid your gaze. He'll hold it, even if it's just for a few seconds. And in those seconds, he's saying more than words ever could. Here's where the sarcasm comes in. If he's staring at the ceiling like it's the Mona Lisa, or worse, at his phone, it might be time to ask yourself what's really going on. Sign 3, he talks and it's not just small talk. Listen closely. If a man opens up to you right after, that's a huge deal. Men aren't naturally wired to spill their emotions, but intimacy lowers defenses, and if he loves you, this is when the real conversations sneak out. It might sound like, "I don't ever want to lose this. You make me feel so safe." Or even something silly but vulnerable like, "I think I snored last night. Did I embarrass myself?" If he's sharing more than just, "So what's for breakfast?" it's a sign his love goes beyond physical. Sign 4, he makes sure you're comfortable. Here's where true love hides, in the small, thoughtful gestures. Does he grab the blanket for you? Offer you water? Adjust the pillow so your neck isn't twisted like a pretzel? These little acts of care may not seem like much, but their psychological goal, they show he's not just thinking about himself, he's tuned into you. And trust me, a man who loves you won't let you freeze under the AC while he hogs the sheets. Sign 5, he keeps touching you. And no, I don't just mean in a round 2 kind of way. I mean the subtle touches, tracing your arm, brushing your hair back, holding your hand. These little touches are his way of reinforcing connection. Psychologists say that touch is the most primitive love language. It bypasses words and hits the brain directly with reassurance. If he keeps finding excuses to touch you after making love, it's his body's way of saying, "I'm not done being close to you, even if the act is over." Sign 6, he falls asleep but with you in his arms. We've all heard the stereotype, men just roll over and pass out. But here's the key difference. If he loves you, yes, he may fall asleep because intimacy also releases prolactin, which causes drowsiness. But he'll want to fall asleep with you. If he wraps you in his arms and drifts off, that's his subconscious showing trust. He's not guarding himself. He's surrendered to safety with you. Now, if he passes out snoring while leaving you hanging off the edge of the bed like you're clinging to life on the Titanic, then maybe he loves sleep more than you. Sign 7, he checks in on your emotions. Here's a big one most women miss. After intimacy, a man who loves you won't just be focused on his satisfaction, he'll be tuned into yours. He'll ask things like, "Are you okay? How do you feel? Did you like that?" And no, this isn't just fishing for compliments, it's him showing emotional maturity. He wants to know if you feel safe, happy, and cared for. Psychology calls this empathic attunement, the ability to connect to your feelings, not just your body. A man who loves you checks in because he cares about your inner world, not just the physical one. Sign 8, he doesn't rush away. Let's be honest. If he jumps up faster than a ninja to grab his pants and says, "Well, I should get going," that's not exactly a hallmark moment. But a man who loves you, he lingers. He wants to stretch out the moment. Maybe it's lying in bed talking. Maybe it's laughing at something random. Or maybe it's just quietly holding you. Love makes men slow down after intimacy because being with you isn't a pit stop, it's the destination. Sign 9, he shows you his silly side. This one's sneaky, but it's powerful. When men feel deeply connected, their guard drops. And guess what sneaks out? Their inner goofball. He might start joking around, making silly faces or saying random things that make no sense. You'll see a boyish playfulness come out that he doesn't show to everyone. Why? Because laughter is vulnerability. When he feels safe enough to let go of his cool guy mask after intimacy, it's a major sign his feelings are real. And honestly, if he starts humming some nonsense song while you're lying there, don't roll your eyes. That's his heart speaking. Sign 10, he talks about the future. This one's huge. After making love, a man who truly loves you may start weaving you into his future, sometimes without even realizing it. It might be small comments like, "We should go there someday. I want you to meet my family. Can you imagine us living by the beach?" This is Psychology 101. Intimacy triggers bonding hormones that make long-term thoughts bubble up. If he's suddenly connecting the dots between now and forever, that's love talking. Sign 11, he doesn't touch his phone. This one is subtle, but telling. If the first thing he does after is scroll Instagram, check sports scores, or reply to memes from his friends, he's distracted. But if he ignores the outside world and keeps his focus on you, that's rare. And that's real. Phones are basically modern day mistresses, let's be honest. So when he puts it down and prioritizes you, it means you're not competing with the digital world, you're his world. Sign 12, he makes you feel seen. Finally, the biggest one. If he truly loves you, he won't treat intimacy as the end of the show. He'll treat it as another doorway to emotional closeness. It might be in his words, "I'm so grateful for you." It might be in his gestures, kissing your forehead, brushing your hair, or just looking at you like you're the most important thing in his life. In short, he makes you feel seen, not just desired, not just wanted. Seen. And that right there, that's the difference between lust and love. So the next time you're wondering if his feelings are real, don't listen to the sweet talk. Don't even get distracted by the grand gestures. Look at what he does in those intimate, unguarded moments after. That's where the truth lives. Because any man can love your body, but the man who loves you, he'll prove it after. Thanks for watching.